Listen
Hold
like
on,
a
I'm getting
human
you
being,
down.
because what
Sorry,
you
it
are about
hurts.
to hear didn't
Almost
just change
there,
one
stay with
man's
me.
life, it changed the meaning of mercy itself. The desert did not care who you were. It did not care what you had done, or what you still hoped to become. Out here, the sun judged first, and the sand buried the evidence later. Men vanished without leaving so much as a question behind. Eli had learned that early. He rode alone through the open wasteland, the horizon stretched so wide it made a man feel small in ways no town ever could. His horse moved slow and steady, conserving strength. Rushing in the desert was the same as begging to die. That was when the sound reached him. Not loud. Not clear. Just enough to make doubt crawl up his spine. Please. Eli stopped. The horse shifted beneath him, uneasy. Wind, he told himself. The desert loved to play tricks. Then it came again. Koi. Please, someone. His jaw tightened. Years ago, he had ignored a sound like that. Told himself it wasn't real. Told himself it wasn't his problem. That choice had followed him ever since. Eli turned his horse toward the sound. She lay between two dead mesquite trees, half swallowed by sand as if the earth itself was trying to erase her. One leg was bound tightly with a thick cattle rope, the knot pulled cruelly deep. The rope had cut into her ankle. Blood had dried dark and sticky along her skin. Her dress was torn, clinging to her frame. Her skin was burned by the sun, lips cracked and bleeding. But her eyes. They were wide. Alert. Terrified. When she saw him, something broke inside her. "Oh God," she whispered. "You came." Eli dismounted slowly and stopped several steps away. He did not approach her right away. He never did. "How long?" he asked. She swallowed hard. "I don't know. The sun keeps coming back." That rope didn't tie itself. Her eyes dropped instantly. "They left me," she said. "Who?" Her breathing quickened. "Please, don't make me say it. Just untie me." Eli crouched, careful, studying the ground. The tracks were old, partly erased by wind, but not enough. 3 horses. Heavy boots. No panic. "Your hands aren't tied," he said. "I couldn't reach it," she cried. "My leg. I can't feel it anymore. I'll die here." He examined the knot closely. Clean. Tight. Experienced hands. "This wasn't done by fools," Eli said quietly. Tears spilled freely now. "If you save me," she said suddenly, desperation sharpening her voice, "I'll give you anything you want." That made him stand. "Anything?" he repeated. "Yes," she said quickly. "Money. Gold. I know where it is." Silence stretched between them. "My body," she whispered, voice shaking. "My life. Everything." Eli's voice hardened. "You don't make offers like that to strangers." "I'm not offering," she sobbed. "I'm begging." The desert listened. Eli reached for his canteen and poured water slowly onto the sand near her mouth. She lunged forward, drinking desperately, coughing as dirt mixed with water. "That buys time," he said. "Not trust." He drew his knife. The blade caught the sunlight. "If I cut this rope," he said, "and you lie to me, you won't live long enough to regret it." She forced herself to look at him. "If you don't cut it," she whispered, "I won't live at all." Eli hesitated. Once before, he had ridden away. This time, the knife moved. The rope snapped. The desert seemed to exhale. The girl screamed as blood rushed back into her leg like fire. She collapsed, shaking violently, gasping for breath. Eli stepped back and watched. Pain revealed truths no questions ever could. After a long, brutal minute, she stopped shaking. Her breathing slowed. "You saved me," she whispered. Eli did not answer. "What's your name?" she asked weakly. Names were dangerous. "Eli," he said at last. "I'm Clara." He helped her onto his horse carefully, professionally. No promises. No comfort. As they began to move, she leaned closer, her voice barely audible. "I meant what I said," she murmured. "About giving you anything." Eli's eyes stayed on the horizon. "Careful," he said. "That's how chains start." She swallowed. "I already had chains." The sun bled red as they rode deeper into the desert, toward a place with no witnesses. And far behind them, where Clara had been left to die, the sand slowly covered the broken rope. But whatever had tied her there was not finished yet. The desert changed after sunset. During the day it burned you alive. At night, it whispered. Eli felt it as they rode, the way the air cooled too fast, the way silence thickened, the way the horse's ears kept twitching. Clara sat behind him, holding the saddle, her injured leg trembling with every step. Neither of them spoke for a long time. Pain had a way of quieting people. They reached the abandoned way station just as the last light slipped below the horizon. The building leaned like a tired old man, roof half collapsed, walls scarred with bullet holes and names carved by hands that never came back for them. Eli helped Clara down. She nearly collapsed. He caught her arm, steady but distant. "You can sit," he said. "But don't sleep yet." She nodded, teeth clenched. For a while, there was only the sound of wind pushing through broken boards. Then Clara spoke. "They'll come," she said softly. Eli didn't ask who. "How many?" he said. "3, she answered. "Maybe 4. "Good," he replied. "I only hear 3 sets of tracks." That made her look at him. "You've done this before," she said. "Yes." "Helping strangers?" "No," Eli said. "Burying regrets?" She looked down at her hands. "I should tell you the truth," she said. Eli leaned against the wall, one hand resting near his revolver. "I'm listening." She took a breath that shook. "I wasn't just tied up because I knew something," she said. "I was tied up because I refused to become something." Eli said nothing. "Railroad payroll," she continued. "Enough gold to buy a town, or burn one. They robbed it. Killed 2 guards. I was supposed to give them a safe place to hide it. And you didn't." "No," she whispered. "Because once you help men like that, you never stop helping them." Eli's jaw tightened. "They argued about killing me," she went on. "One said a woman wouldn't survive the desert anyway." "That man was wrong," Eli said. Clara let out a weak laugh that broke into a sob. "I was supposed to sell you out too," she admitted suddenly. Eli looked at her. "They described you," she said quickly. "A man who rides alone. Scar on his jaw. Quiet. Dangerous. They said if I met you, I should lead you away from water, toward open land." Silence fell heavy between them. "And you didn't," Eli said. "No," she whispered. "Because when you stopped, you looked like someone who once needed help and never got it. That hit deeper than any bullet." Eli turned away. Years ago, he had ridden past a boy trapped under a wagon in a dry ravine. Told himself help would come. Told himself he was late for something that mattered more. The boy died screaming. Hooves cut through the memory. Eli's head snapped up. 3 silhouettes appeared on the ridge, dark against the moonlight. "They're here," Clara whispered. "Stay behind the wall," Eli said, already moving. The first shot came without warning. Wood exploded inches from Clara's head. Eli returned fire instantly, calm, precise. One rider screamed and fell. The second man dismounted, using his horse as cover. The third circled wide. Eli saw him too late. The bullet hit Eli high in the shoulder, spinning him backward. Pain burned white-hot, but he stayed conscious, rolling into the dirt. Eli! Clara screamed. The flanking man advanced, smiling now. Should have left her, he said. Clara's hands closed around the revolver Eli had dropped. Her fingers shook so badly she could barely hold it. The man laughed. You don't have the... The gun fired. The sound cracked the night open. The man fell hard, eyes empty before his body hit the ground. Silence followed. Thick. Final. Clara dropped to her knees beside Eli, pressing cloth to his wound, hands slick with blood. I'm sorry, she cried. I'm so sorry. Eli grimaced, then looked at her. You didn't run, he said. She shook her head violently. I won't. The last rider tried to crawl away. Eli raised his revolver and ended it. The desert swallowed the echo. Dawn came slow and pale. Clara helped Eli sit up as the sky softened from black to gray. What happens now? She asked. Eli looked toward the endless land. The gold stays buried, he said. Let the desert keep it. And us? He studied her face, the fear, the strength, the choice she had made. You walk away, he said. Somewhere new. And you? He took a long breath. I stop riding past screams. She reached for his hand. I won't leave you, she said. Not because I owe you, but because I choose to. Eli nodded once. Then walk beside me, he said. Not behind. Not saved. Equal. They rode out together as the sun rose, casting long shadows across the sand. Behind them, the desert reclaimed the blood, the bodies, the broken rope. But it could not reclaim the choice that had been made. Because mercy did not weaken Eli. It finally freed him.